Hey guys, uh, this is Flavored, and you're with me at my daily PvP stream dedicated to Star Wars: The Old Republic. And right now I've got something special for you. A guild from Tomb of Freedon Nadd, which is considered one of the top guilds, tying for the first place. It's FUBAR, and we're gonna watch them play perhaps a couple of ranked games. Hopefully they're gonna get some of the best teams uh, on our server where I'm from. And there we go. There is already a pop, and they're gonna enter. Uh, Quickly looking into their history, they're doing incredibly well. They're like, well, we have some competition going on often, so it's very hard to call who's the first, who's the second. But perhaps FUBAR could fight it out among White Noise and Republic's Guild MVPs for the first place, among all the European teams. Perhaps it's that easy. Anyway, here is what we have in their setup. So they're running with a single tank who is Vengeant, his Juggernaut hybrid, of course. They've got Gorgos, who is a Madness Sork for that additional utility like Force Lift or Whirlwind in this case for additional death field to prevent caps and interrupt, and of course Madness Sorks deal a whole lot of damage in the field. They've got two smash Marauders. Well, that's of course for additional AoE damage and insane burst. You really don't want two smash Marauders jumping on you at any time and unleashing their smash. That would be devastating to anyone. They've got one Pyro Tech and one Hybrid Assassin. Hybrid Assassin is of course wearing DPS gear and is just going to rotate his guard in the field. And the healing setup is the same. It's the same standard operative and hybrid Sork, from whose point of view I am watching this game right now. And let's go. Voidstar scenario. Starting up, Zarnian is putting bubbles, just first healing in this game, putting bubbles on his team to protect from the initial damage they might receive. And I can see Rowdy sneaking to the west door, trying to plant. Actually, the whole team of FUBAR is going west. Justo, it seems, first dropped east to see if anyone's coming, but as soon as he realized that none of the FUBAR players went that way, he quickly and without actually any interruption changed sides, and there we go, the fight's starting. From what I can see right now, actually there's not much of an initial pressure going on, although some of the Harbinger players, right, it's Harbinger, yeah, I thought I saw familiar names, and we can really see a good game. While Harbinger might not be exactly on the FUBAR level, simply because they do not take ranked games so seriously, they can easily show us a game that's worthy of attention. Right now I can see their tank, who is a Finbor, their guardian tank Finbor is getting low, but he receives a guard from who is it? Fluffy Blood Bowl. Is it a hybrid shadow? I wonder, or is it a full tank? Because Fluffy Blood Bowl and Harbinger in general can usually easily set up their team with two tanks. Fayar is getting pressured, who is an operative healer by Tompa, but obviously a single sentinel will not deal a lot of damage to a healer in this setup. Especially, it seems that the backline from FUBAR is feeling pretty comfortable, as it is not really getting a lot of pressure themselves. So. What can we see in this situation? Rowdy is getting pressured but manages to run away, and I kind of feel from the HP bars I'm seeing right now that Harbinger is short on damage. Although, that being said, they're doing great job defending with the 2 tanks right now. As I take it and as I look at the mini-map, there is still no pressure on the east, and all the FUBAR's team is concentrated at the west doors, but they're not exactly trying to draw the fight closer to the door. Therefore, they're not exactly trying to. And ooh, what a friggin' grenade it was! Seriously, controlling like 5 people at once. That's awesome. It helps. It helps to lift the pressure of the rest of the team. But will it really help? Vengeance is making his way to the door and is trying to plant. But it seems that the remaining Harbinger players, who are actually getting dangerously low, are able to prevent that cap. SWTOR, who is Sage Healer, made his way to the pillar, to the left pillar there, and I'm not sure that this can be dangerous. SWTOR. Tompa is getting low. Yeah, it is quite obvious from the HP bars that FUBAR, Slayers of the Dragon Monsters, actually they've got quite a few players from the other guilds in their current setup, but actually story with the FUBAR is a little bit complicated right now. The guild doesn't exist in itself anymore, and it's just friends and players who are used to playing together that remain. But anyway, the fight is still going strong, and regardless of the fact that FUBAR is, I'm just used to calling these guys FUBAR, so I'm gonna stick with it. It's probably the most famous guild on Toffen. And regardless of the fact that FUBAR is overpowering Harbinger in damage, they still cannot make their way to the doors and actually secure it for a plant. Harbinger is pretty nicely spread out, and their healers are doing a great job at keeping them alive, so they could not be controlled all at the same time. And although right now they're stacking up in this little choke point we can see to the right, but managing to escape it seems. Tompa is trying to control the backline, which up to this moment has not really been pressured and was able to heal and deliver damage. And Gorgos in particular was able to deliver a lot of damage, I'm sure, without really receiving any particular damage in return. Still no pressure on the east side whatsoever. Is FUBAR gonna keep trying to pressure west? But unfortunately it seems they are just not able to wipe Harbinger whatsoever, no matter how hard they try and no matter how much more damage they have. Perhaps the double tank setup in this case is pretty effective. Or maybe they are not saving enough CC, but then again, Harbinger is well spread out. They cannot be controlled all at once. Just look at their scoundrel healer. He's all over the place. You just running fast under predation. Right now, they're actually all of the Harbinger. No. Unfortunately, they're still spread out well. Well spread out team is a key. It's a key in this situation where you have to defend the door, so you do not get caught in all these mass AOE crowd control effects, and you can hide somewhere and run away. And if someone from the opposing team is trying to plant, you can jump out, or perhaps do some other tricky and sneaky play, somehow draw out the fight until the door opens and your team members that have fallen would come out, and the fight would continue. Vengeance is getting low, but I'm not sure why would Harbinger put pressure on the primary tank from FUBAR. At this moment, I feel like they really don't care who to pressure as long as they are able to survive and interrupt, which is basically not a bad idea. They are feeling pretty comfortable, I suppose, right now, because the first round is about to end, and FUBAR Well, I feel like FUBAR could have played this round a little bit differently because they really didn't try to occupy the door to maybe win a little bit of a momentum and plan. They kept fighting a little bit farther away from it, and a few times that their tank actually tried to plant the door. Unfortunately, it was during some major events unfolding, and well, suffice to say, it perhaps wasn't the best moment to do it. Anyway, the sides have turned around right now, and FUBAR has to do the job of defending the doors, and we'll see how they'll perform. Although, judging from the damage we've seen it in the first round and how much FUBAR did better compared to Harbinger, it might not be possible for Harbinger to win this in a straight fight without utilizing some clever play and smart moves. And we see that actually did Harbingers bleed up? Yes, it seems like only 3 Harbinger members are going west, while the rest is fighting off FUBAR at the east door. What's going on? Justo, healer, is staying in the middle for some reason. Is he unsure of where to go, or was he waiting for the buff? Surprisingly enough, Zarnian is ignoring the expertise buff, as it is called, which improves your healing, damage and defense by 15%, and returns to the west door, which is where 3 Harbinger members, a healer, an operative healer, a DPS, blaster, power tech, assault vanguard, and a guardian tank are fighting it out against their own tank Vengeant and their own pyrotech Kafio. We'll see what this tactic is aimed at, but it is clear that an operative is see how their operative is positioned at the door, waiting for the moment to initiate the plant. He is staying in cover to prevent any leaps or pulls, and basically can freely heal. Well, until this moment when Vengeant is able to choke him, and thus putting him out of cover. And Blaster is sitting on Zarnian right now, who is effectively unprotected. Even though the tank is nearby, he has to get in range for Zarnian to receive benefits of protection. And did they manage to kill off the healer? Or actually he just ran away and healed himself off somewhere we didn't see, while the fight on the other side is raging strong. We can see Kafio is dying on the east door, and Zarnian might go down, and it is getting dangerous. Zarnian went down, it's getting dangerous, but he's lucky to get an open door right away. I suppose this game's gonna go for a little bit longer, placing an AoE on the door to prevent any possible caps. And Zarnian is getting engaged once more. He's capping, wait a second, but gets interrupted by Vengeance, I suppose. Yeah, Kafio is getting low, and really it seems that 3 of the FUBAR members are not able to outperform the same setup. Well, basically the same setup, with the exception of the difference between healers, but they do not seem to be able to outperform Harbinger's trio. While on the other side, the fight is raging strong, and even though it seems from the HP bars we can see to the left of the screen. Oh my god, did it actually happen? How the hell? Oh wait, I thought he was casting a heal, that's why I didn't mention it, but he was actually planting a bomb, and that's perhaps what happened in case of Zarnian. He clearly saw that there was action bar was filling up. Oh my god, did Harbinger actually win this game in this manner? And that's where it goddamn gets tricky. You may accidentally think that that their operative was casting a heal. Yeah, just look at the numbers. It's clearly, the damage is clearly, as well as No, actually healing is not, but it doesn't really matter when the damage is so much in favor of FUBAR. Um, well, that's an unexpected end, to be honest. I really assumed that Zarnin was thinking that the operative healer, scoundrel healer from Harbinger was casting a heal when actually he was planting a bomb. He went behind the pillar and there we go, a plant. And that's exactly what I meant by tricky play. That's a really great performance from Harbinger, even though from the final stats we could see they almost got no kills on them, but that's another proof that well, human factor, I suppose, played not a small role in this game, but nonetheless they managed to sneak in the bomb by using some kind of a tactic where you just split your team, make FUBAR split as well. Yeah, I salute the Harbinger. They actually pulled out a great game, great fight. Anyway, that was Flavored, and we've seen one of the games, and perhaps I'll keep watching the stream, and perhaps I'll be able to pull some more gems for you guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.